I'm just keeping it real now. Giving something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real now. Giving something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. Cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. All around. All around. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Give them something they heal now. Tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real. Give them something they, give them something they, give them something they feel. If you're tired of being stressed out and gonna press the body you feel, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know. I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. Cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. Cycles of life is all around. All around. I know. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Tell them what it's all about now. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it real. Give them something they, give them something they, give them something they feel. If they're tired of being stressed out and gonna press the bottom you feel, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know. I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it, I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they, give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Trying not to be stressed out. Kareem, tell them what it's all about. Cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. For cycles of life is all around. All around. All around. I'm just keeping it real now. Give them something they feel now. Give them something they heal now. Tell them what it's all about.
Yo, back at you with another episode. Now my internet is acting all janky. That's interesting. I'm getting tired of this internet over here. For real. This is the most jankiest service I ever had. And the worst part about it, the other services are worse than Spectrum. I can't win over here with these internet. The other Spectrum is the best thing smoking over here, and this is janky. Damn, I can't win with internet service over here, man. Well, yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do, man. Smash the like button, share the video. You know, gonna make it do what it do, man. You know, but there's nothing perfect. You know, sometimes, most of the time, I have no problems with internet software, but that's just how it is. Nothing is going to be perfect. As long as you have more wins than losses, it's all good. That's how I see it. It's all about wins. It's all about the win. You know what I'm saying? If you're losing all the time, that's not the business right there. That's not the business right there. If you're losing all the time, nah, nope. They say the cream rises to the top, but that's not necessarily true all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily true all the time. But hey, you know, we're gonna make it do what it do. So a couple days ago, somebody wanted to talk about. I just got a text said Kevin Samuels passed away. Is that true? Kevin Samuels passed away. What happened to that brother? What happened to Kevin Samuels? This is why you got to live every day like it's your last. Because you never know when the light is going to go out. You dig? You know, got to live every day like it's the last. You never know when the light is going to go out, yo. And you never know when your time is. And there's no certain number. There's no daytime, no nighttime. You don't know where you're going to be at. When it's your time to go, lights out, party's over, you out of here, Jack. And if you haven't done what you wanted to do while you were living on this planet, shame on you. You know? Now, if you're a younger guy and if you're in your teens, okay, that's another thing. But if you've 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, 70 years old, and you haven't lived your life to the fullest, or you kept procrastinating, saying, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and you don't do it, you're going to be like some of these people in these nursing homes that I know. They say, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. And they never did it. Never had a chance At least they never attempted to do it. And they passed away. And that was it. So you got to live your life like every day like you might not wake up tomorrow. There's somebody right now on the other side of the planet didn't wake up this morning. You know what I'm saying? Why they didn't wake up? I don't know. Some people just don't wake up. So you never know. You might go out in your sleep. You might have a car accident. You never know. You don't know how you're going to go out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what happened to the brother, Kevin Samuels, but just never know. You got to live your life, bro. Go all out. I'm not saying be reckless, but you got to go all out, man. There's no, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Oh, I still got time. No, you don't got no goddamn time. You don't got no time. All you have is the moment. That's all you have. That's all you have is the moment. Yeah, you should plan for next week, next month, 6 months, 12 months. Yeah, you should plan, but all we have is the moment. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all we have. Really. But hopefully he did as much as he wanted to do before he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Because when it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. And we only get one life to live. We don't get to do this shit over again. You know what I'm saying? We don't get to do this shit over again. Some people say, hey, you come back you can come back later as another person, maybe in your family, whatever. Shit, I don't know about that shit. But in this body right here, and in your body right now, you only get one life to live in your body. One at a time. That's all I know. I don't know about the past life or the future life. I don't know nothing about that shit. I don't know nothing about that shit. All we got is the moment. Right now. And all we can do right now is take action for tomorrow. That's it. What's going to happen next year, 18 months from now, 2 years from now? Who the hell knows? I have no clue. Once you start getting older, you realize that you start to put things in perspective, and especially when people start dying around you. I've had a lot of people die around me, people that I've known since I was a kid. My parents gone, my grandparents gone, my uncle passed away, had cousins pass away, I had people that I was in the military passed away. This all happened within the past 10 years. So you just gotta, and it's tough when people pass away. But you just gotta live your life, man. You gotta cherish the memories of the people that passed away, and that's it. And hopefully while your loved ones were here, you spent as much time with them as possible. Hopefully you don't have no regrets of, hey, I wish I would have spent more time with them while they were here, man. We can't do that. They're gone. So a lot of times we get so caught up in to what we got going on because we think what we got going on is such a big deal. But once you look back on a lot of that shit, it's not really that shit wasn't really that serious. That we all think our experience is unique. Like we're the only person that's going through this shit. No, not at all. Nah. There's nothing new under the sun. Just new technology. Maybe the weather's changed. But people, for the most part, people are the same. People are the same. The environment might have changed. That's about it. You know, nothing new under the sun. People just rephrase, remix, reprogram things and make it seem like it's something new. But it's not new. Yeah. Nothing new. Same old suit, just reheated. That's it, man. Yeah. And luckily, I had somebody to tell me a lot of this shit when I was growing up. My parents, they told me about a whole lot of shit that I would probably had to deal with, that they had to deal with. You know, but the only difference between my parents and me is they dealt with it later on in their life. You know, because people lived back then, people lived to be so old. People didn't die so young as they do today. God damn. People today dying in the 20s, 30s, 40s. Damn. Motherfuckers can't even make it to 60. Yo, come on, man. God damn. See, my parents didn't have to deal with people passing away like that at such an early age. I'm dealing with people passing away in the 30s and 40s. And even in the 20s. Damn. You know, I wasn't prepared to handle a lot of that shit when I was in my 20s. You know, after a while, you know, you become numb. Like, you know, a lot of times I was in denial. I'm like, shit, I can't believe that the person's gone. You know? And a lot of times, a lot of people that I know, they didn't really have nobody to tell them anything. A lot of people's parents kind of failed them. Their parents failed them. Their mom and dad failed them. I mean, if you don't got nobody, some of this shit, man, majority of things has to be taught. You can't, I mean, you can learn, but damn it, learning the hard way ain't easy. God damn. Learning the hard way ain't easy all the time, man. You know, it's kind of like, damn, I wish I had somebody to tell me this shit at a young age to at least prepare me mentally for what I might have to face. You know, I'm like, God damn. You know, some of the stuff my parents had to deal with, I don't know how they dealt with that shit. This is why I always say I'm not like my dad. I'm not better than my dad. I'm not. And I got enough sense to know I'm not better than my dad. Now I'm a work in progress. Now maybe I might exceed my dad one day, but not at this very moment. No, my dad is better than me. He's a much better man than me, much stronger man than me. Now, am I more educated than him? Yeah, but that don't really mean shit. when shit gets real out here, all your education and certificates ain't gonna mean shit. Emotional intelligence is what matters most. All your education you got from USC or Yale or Columbia or wherever you went to college at, that shit don't mean shit. When shit's get real out here, people pass away, you got family problems, your your kid's sick, your wife's sick, your husband's sick, your parents sick, grandma's sick. Your education don't mean a damn thing, man. All you have left, hopefully, is common sense and emotional intelligence. You're gonna have to figure out a whole bunch of shit. You're really gonna find out what you're really made of then. Especially if you claim you're a badass. You're a bad bitch, right? Oh, you that I'm that nigga, right? You really see what you made of then. All that talk, that big talk, you're gonna have to back all that shit up. You know, big talk. We see what you really made of when shit start happening around you, and when you can't pick up the phone and call nobody. Some things is gonna happen if you live long enough. You're not gonna be able to pick up the phone and call nobody or jump on Google and Google it. No, won't be no time for that shit. All you're gonna have left, hopefully, is some common sense, critical thinking skills, emotional intelligence. That's all you're gonna have left. Ain't no woman gonna be able to save you. Google gonna be able to save you. None that bullshit. What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? Somebody did their soundboard on the shindig.
Yeah.
You ain't had that before.
Nah, I got it like 2 months ago.
Let me see which one you got.
I
can
streamed. Yeah, I got a stream deck. Yeah.
Oh, I've been shopping too, I think, since the last time we seen each other. And this is my little shindig. Can you see?
Oh yeah, you got the big board. Yeah.
I mean, it was I wanted to get something that was comparable, but also something that offered a lot. So is the voice changing, the sound effects? Um I think it's about 12 sound effects and some other
That's
stuff.
good for radio, right? Really good for radio, right?
I think it probably good for that. I want to try to do some like skits. I don't know if it's going to be off the top of my head or what, but my goal is to see if I can do some skits because
it allows me to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
a lot of different things. So
Yeah.
it just excites me so much.
to have the capability to do this, because that means that
I could literally be different characters and
Yeah.
either do like a live show or do a recorded thing and then upload it. So I haven't had it for that long and I got a whole lot of other stuff going on, but I'm trying to come up with an idea for that.
Yeah. It's a lot of these one thing I learned over the past 6 months, a lot of these boards and stream decks, they 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 all do the same thing, but they just
Yeah.
owned by a different company.
Well, some of them are different. Some of them don't have as much
Yeah.
like gadgets in order to
Yeah.
control stuff, but some of them are pretty much all the same. They just is
Yeah.
made different. I shopped for about a week before I actually bought one, and I almost bought a different one, but and it looked like it was so fancy, But when I read the reviews, it said that it only spoke in Japanese or something, and it was just like, of course.
Yeah. Hey, before you came on, man, I was talking about the allegedly Kevin Samuels passed away. You heard about that?
Man, yeah, I was kind of caught up looking at that and trying to kind of see if he has posted on anything today. So I had was like surfing his Instagram and his other social media just to kind of see. Hopefully that is not the case. If
Yeah.
so, that would be very sad just in general.
Yeah.
Um, but man, he has been very harsh with a lot of people for a very long time. And although I don't wish any bad on anyone, you just can't do people kind of like that. And like I
Do
don't even
you?
want to say it like that, but
Did he
I
have?
hope he's alive and just
Me too.
something else going on.
Yeah, I don't wish death on
I
nobody,
don't want
not
to
even
sound
my enemies.
insensitive. No, no, no. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope that whatever he got going on, he's working through it, learning through it, and
Yeah.
eventually, he comes back full circle. But that would be some sad ass shit.
Yeah, I was saying, man, you gotta live every day like it's your last. You don't know when the lights gonna go out. You don't
No,
know.
that is why I have become a little bit more intentional, a little bit
Yep.
more of a realist. Although I now term myself as a optimistic realist because I be trying to be positive. I try. I really do. I really try to be positive. But the reality is a lot different than the positive things that I would like to see.
Yeah. Plus, you have kids. You
Hmm.
know, so I mean, hey, shit, you just never know. You know.
I mean, listen, so like when it comes to whether it's me going someplace or whether it is me um like putting out content more now, all of those things is because I'm not waiting. What am I waiting on? Why am I not doing something more?
Yeah.
So now I find myself stuck in a position because I really still don't want to be famous. So I don't want to try to get on any type of movies or TV shows or anything like that. I mean, like I think about it, but then it's like I really don't
And what
want to do
about
it.
commercials?
Hmm?
What about commercials?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that because my whole mindset for real is to always be able to maintain my level of privacy. So
Yeah.
right now, don't nobody really know me like that. I mean, like people could learn me because I got content and I put my face with the content so that you can
Yeah.
put the face with the name or whatever. But I never I never ever wanted to be like, oh my God, that's look at I don't want all that shit because you can't enjoy
Yeah.
being like a regular human. I want to stay human. I don't want to not can't go to I like going to the grocery store. Now, I like going shopping when I feel like going shopping. Like I don't want to be limited in my functionality as a person.
Me.
That's the
Yeah. I don't.
thing. I think
I
that's what
couldn't be. I couldn't be a damn celebrity. I
I
would
don't
hate
I
that.
don't wanna be. It's a lot different now than it used to be, and some of it is really geared towards who you are and what you choose to put out there too, because some people are celebrities or do stuff and you never hear about them.
Yeah.
Uh, while others, they can't them stay out the damn news. They couldn't hide from it.
Well, those people that's usually strategic. Though. They want to
I
be out
mean,
there.
sometimes not.
Yeah. There's some people.
Like the baby don't want to be keep getting
Maybe.
these damn,
Oh no, not
he got
that
issues.
baby.
That type shit is not,
That's
that's
no.
not like
You
intentional.
know, I saw him 2 months ago. He stayed
Concert.
downtown somewhere. He stayed
Oh,
downtown somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
well,
He.
just don't run up on his place because he
Yeah.
is gonna shoot, and I respect him for it. I got something in my window that say, "Survivors will be shot again. We do not call the police around here. We shooting. I mean, I'm gonna call them, but I'm gonna shoot first. Then I'm gonna call."
A funny dude, man. That's a funny dude.
I love him. I like him. He is a very Look, now I have experience with foreigners, um, from being in the army, of course. So I have
Yeah.
my views. I think that Nigerians and Haitians and a lot of islanders are a little bit more temperamental. So I would never date them because I think my mouth too slick. They're gonna pop me and we're gonna be fighting because that's just how their temper is, and I don't like all that aggressive energy. However, I respect the fact that he don't take no shit. You can't try him. You not
Yeah.
running up on him. You not trying him. None of that whole shit that they used to doing with everybody else. He ain't
No.
really having it. Now, I pray to God that he is protected spiritually and all of that because he's not invincible and he doesn't carry
No.
himself like he's invincible either. But he's like, don't mess with me and I won't mess with you. Y'all keep
Yeah.
messing with me. That's why I'm messing with y'all. And I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't know. That's the same thing I would do. I'm like, I don't want no problems.
But if you fuck with me, I mean, I'm gonna handle my business. Got to.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be. I don't want to be violated either.
Right. Because I ain't gonna violate you. So if you violate me, yeah, I feel the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. It's
And I
just.
hope that news about Kevin Samuels, as Kevin
Do you,
Samuels, isn't
do you
right.
think?
That would
Do
be
you
really
think he
sad.
have? Do you think he have enemies?
I mean, there are people that's gonna not like him because of his views. There are people that would cheer this on because they just don't like the way the highlighted moments of him antagonizing and belittling women. They don't like it. So, they're going to be people that if this is true is
Oh,
going to be like,
that's low, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I
You know
wouldn't
what?
want. But what I will say is when you have that type of energy and you hold that type of, because he has some type of animosity or bitterness, I don't want to say against women because he's really just being honest, but the
Yeah.
way he's honest is not um polite, it's not considerate, it's not thoughtful, it's not the type of information to where when you leave him, if you was suicidal, you might go and like you might not make it because the way he talked to people would make like some of these cases that we're hearing about where women are very successful but the pressure, and then if you hear somebody like him saying, well, if you this and if you that and this is a problem and that's a problem, that can really mess a person up. So that was always my issue with him. It's like, come on, you are being real, but your delivery, if they're already in some fucked up place, you could push them over the edge, and that's the part that I did not like. But I
Yeah.
think that he gives, great information. I wish him the best. I promise I do.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never watched his show. You know.
Me
I,
either. Aside from the little clips, I really don't
yeah.
see or say too much because, like, he's not my type of listen. And truthfully and honestly, aside from me myself not listening to him, he's projecting a lot of negative energy. So if I listen to him the whole time, it would probably be rebuttaling everything that he says. So I've decided, I think like last year, like I don't want to go and look for confrontation in order to, get a sound bite or whatever. So I kind of steer away from that a little bit.
Yeah. I've always tried to stay away from um confrontation. That's why, like, when I come online, I never call nobody name or try to slander anybody, anything like that.
Oh, see now, wait a minute,
'Cause-
because I stand my ground now. Like, I don't pick
Yeah.
fight. But I will cuss them out. I will cuss somebody out in a heartbeat. Matter of fact, I think I wanted to talk about this story. because I am in a stage of my life where I want to meet friends. Like I'm like, I want to meet some women, I want to meet men. I don't want to meet people with the intentions of dating necessarily. Especially, just because when you go into meeting a guy and as soon as you meet, y'all trying to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or you know what I'm saying, be exclusive, you don't get a time to know each other. Like it makes it awkward very
No,
quick
not
because
all the
you're not
time.
gonna be I just don't think that. I mean, listen. Okay, so I've come to this realization that because I am so against meeting people and instantly getting married, I bet you I'm gonna meet somebody and it's gonna seem like it's gonna be super quick. But I am against that because I don't think you get time to really get to know each other. A person puts their guards up. They try to be this person that you need them to be versus being who they truly are. So if you go into a relationship and you're friends, but this is also applies to getting to know women because women will try to, be who they think the type of friend you need them to be, especially if
Well,
you have any type of benefits going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it is hard, especially when you get older, when you have more to lose, when you got some business about yourself. You can't just be friends with just anybody because you don't know what type of drama they be in. And then I don't like drama. So I was trying to be nice. I exchanged my numbers with somebody, and then the person started texting me at 6 a.m. in the morning talking about, so I guess you ain't talking to me no more. Like, it is 6 a.m. Why are you texting me at 6 a.m.? Like, who does that? Like, it's negative for you to assume some negativity, but then at 6 a.m., like, nigga, I ain't even opened my eyes yet. Like, can I open
can't
my
believe
eyes?
that. This was a weekday.
Yes, I was getting my children ready to school, texting somebody
Uh,
like, "Will you please
guess
stop
he was
texting
getting.
me?"
I
And they
guess he was
like,
getting ready to
"Well,
go to work.
nah, you don't. I don't. I look. I off top. My response is, this is not the type of friendship that I would like to form because It's too early for this. Like, it's way too early at 6 a.m. That's not it. This is the first thing that came to your mind at 6 a.m. Please, no. I am not thrilled about this.
Yeah,
Please leave me alone now because why are you texting me at 6 a.m.? Especially on some bullshit. Like you could have waited till the afternoon, let me get up and start my day. Get my children
yeah.
out.
When I was down there, every time I met somebody, they was always from out of town.
I mean,
It-
most people are from out of town here.
yeah. No, I'm talking. They live out of town. It's not like visiting.
Oh, like, oh
No,
no, I always meet people that lives here.
I meet them, but I don't
I
take them serious.
Well, I don't really take anybody serious. I don't really try to meet people. Every now and again, if somebody seems nice, I might exchange numbers or give her my number. But every time that I've done that, I've always end up not wanting to talk to them no more. Like it'd just be like they'll do something or say something, and I'd be like, eh. Whether it is me trying to befriend a female or somebody that I've known for a long time, and then they just be on some bullshit, and they'd be like, I don't even want you as my friend. Like it ain't gonna be nothing but drama. Like if every time it's problems, and no, I'll pass. I'll just be over here in my lonesome. And
I'm
then with
telling you.
guys, it's the same thing. They say something that seems too sexual too early, and
Oh
it's just
boy.
like,
Well, I got this,
uh-uh.
this some. I got some stories for your ass down there dealing with women. The stuff down there I've experienced. My parents couldn't prepare me for this shit.
Why you say that? What happened? What was your
I can't
experience in
say it.
Atlanta?
We'll talk about that offline. I can't.
It was
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, I thought I was open minded until I moved down there. I
So
realized
what?
I'm not that open minded at all.
Why you don't think you open minded?
Because at first,
What
you
would you consider? Wait, let's go back. Take a few step back. Hi, you're gonna get Dr. Casey right now.
all right.
What would you consider? Like what's your parameters of likes, dislikes, and what's weird and crazy.
Oh, what's weird?
Because
What's weird to me is when somebody tries to talk me into doing something that I don't want to do, and I'm a straight man.
right,
That's weird to me.
women.
Men and women.
I mean, see, I guess so. In the army, I used to experience this a little bit more, but not so much because I am very standoffish. So anytime somebody get weird or some shit seem like it's going somewhere that I'm not trying to be, I always find a reason to leave and be like, okay, I'll be back, and don't go back. So
I'm
I
glad.
always avoid being in uncomfortable situations.
Well,
And
I'm
then
glad.
once I avoid it, then people don't even try it because they already see that I was like,
And that's being in the Navy. It never happened to me when I was in the Navy.
okay.
Now, what I would say is this: some of those people, they didn't do it in my presence. They did it over the telephone or through text.
Mm.
They didn't do it like in person. I guess they knew better because I probably would have went off. you know, but when I
I struggled with a long time with people with women just being friendly because it'd be like, what do you want? Like,
yeah,
what you
you
over here
gotta.
doing? Like, wait a minute, hold on now. So I am trying to work on being more friendly, I guess.
You can
Like
record.
it's hard. I got social anxiety, so this is difficult for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
And
I mean,
then the person that just was texting me at 6 a.m. and then somebody else, I be joining groups. I think I be jumping in over my head, but I be joining groups and then people be kind of low key weird. So the other day, somebody else was on a group and they was talking about come over to my house, smoke with me, drink. It's and I'm like, okay, well, we'll
all right,
see.
cool. Yeah.
I am not I think that I'm too important to pull up at some stranger's house to
Oh,
smoke
I thought y'all
and
knew it. I
drink.
thought y'all knew each other. Oh, okay.
No, this is what I'm saying. And then they in the group like, well, I told you to come over. And I'm thinking like, baby steps, stranger danger. Stranger
That's
danger.
different.
No.
That's a different story. That's a different story. Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
the
I would.
person be inviting everybody over, like, and then I don't want somebody be around somebody that just let anybody come over their house either.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't like that either. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
anybody
See,
can just show up.
that now that's a mistake that I made when I first moved there because where I'm from, if we say, hey, come on over, man. I'll be home. I'm here for the weekend or whatever. And it's cool. I don't really have to think what this person have ulterior motives or whatever. Right. Now, when I moved there, I did the same thing because, I forgot. I don't know where I'm at. I don't really know how people socialize down here. I'm new. I'm green.
That
right.
sure is.
And then people started coming over and we weren't on the same page.
See, that's why I don't I learned I listen, okay, so when I first moved to Atlanta, when I first got the army, I hated living by myself. So I asked somebody that was like in limbo, like, hey, do you want to move down here? Like, I got room, I got extra room, you know what I'm saying? We split the bills. And it started out good and then it ended horrible. Like I was paying all the rent, you know what I'm saying? Like I was letting her borrow money. It was just like a mess. And I didn't realize this person was like this because I had known them for so long. And in the end,
Oh,
I ended up having to fight the person. Like it was just some real foul, disrespectful type shit to where I was nice for so long to where I couldn't take it no more. And I felt tried and I just my. And so that was one incident. But then I am a lot different. I am not the type of girl that will meet guys, sleep with them, hang, and be just all over the top immediately. I kind of feel guys out a little bit first. So anytime that I would make friends and they would be a little bit more loose than me, I would always be the eyeball because I'm not doing all of that. So the niggas be looking at me and be upset, like, y'all need to get her out of here. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring her back. She ain't no part. I'll
Well, that's
cheer
cool.
them on. I'll root them on. I'll smack them on their ass while they dancing, get y'all excited. But I'm not doing none of that shit. And so I've always been like the oddball. So
That's
making
like,
friends is like difficult because like if I'm not on what they own, but I like fun girls. Like I like
yeah,
girls that like to be fun. I'm just not gonna do all that shit.
that's like being ambushed. Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Well, and,
I
and
had it.
that's the reason why I'm a little bit nervous about hanging out with women here because of
Yeah,
the sexuality part. Because what if I
yeah,
get drunk with y'all and then y'all try to take advantage of me? I mean, I'm gonna let y'all finish, but then I might not ever talk to y'all again because y'all took advantage of me or y'all waited till I was intoxicated or something. So I am
yeah.
very
I don't
nervous
like that
about
shit.
all that type shit.
I had a girl did that to me to us. She used to come over all the time, and she started drinking. Well, she came over. She was drinking, you know. But she came over. She came from I don't know from. I think it was a wedding reception or some shit like that or whatever. You know, her husband went home and she came over, and so she was already drinking. And she made a move on my girl. I'm like, what's the matter with you? What
You
the
just don't know what people get up their sleeves. So that's why I like to like I'm on Tinder, but I don't think I could just meet somebody off Tinder and just be like, "Ooh, let me go," and you know what I'm saying? Let's go out. Because
that
I
shit
need to
is hot
learn
now.
a little bit. I need to learn a little bit about you. So I need your Instagram so I can follow you so I can kind of get a feel for who you are as a person before I just take whatever these pictures on Tinder say. And then I'm really ready to delete the profile because I just don't even really give it enough energy. So I didn't get cussed out on there a couple times because I'm not responding. Some dude was like, "Well, if you ain't want to," and I was like, "Nigga, I don't even got this app on the phone. I am getting on this website every now and again." So it was. I have had some strange and troubling times.
Yeah, it's like I handled almost every situation,
You didn't
but
get the threesome?
I never wanted to do a threesome. Not like that. Not the way she
Not that
wanted to
they
do
would
it.
say, okay.
She wanted
I
to.
can respect that.
Yeah, she wanted to. She didn't want to know the third person. You know, she just wanted. You know, we do what we do, and we won't have to see
Man,
her
that's
ever.
hard.
I don't like that.
Who would you just you can't just randomly pick somebody to
You
be
go, you know, they
sexually
go to the
intimate with.
club. They go to the club. They go to Vegas. They go
But
what?
how do you know that that person is clean,
You
um
don't.
safe? Like,
No.
yeah, that's why I couldn't. That is my thing. Like, what you think he lying about, Michael? That is my thing. I need to know that I'm not just giving one giving myself to just anybody. This month makes 7 years of being celibate. And I'm not really in a rush.
You know
I mean,
that's not healthy.
why isn't it?
I don't know, but it's not.
You ain't got no
I don't
scientific
know. No,
fact, no logic. This is
no.
not healthy.
I had a doctor that told me that it's
I
not healthy
mean,
for males and females.
I don't know why not. I mean, you just don't give yourself away just because you got a vagina.
Oh, that's true too. I definitely believe that, especially a woman. Yeah, that's
It's like, well, for me, it's kind of like, I kind of want to say a spiritual journey, but I just posted on my Instagram, on one of my Instagram accounts, that I've had people to damage my property and threaten me before.
yeah.
So
I remember
I
you
just
told me
felt
about that.
that if it's my coochie that's making you do that, we're going to take this off the table
I
because
don't.
we're not going
I
to
think.
do
I
it.
don't think it's. I think it's how you make them feel.
But some of that is just like because if I'm not giving into you emotionally like that, then you're just falling in love with the sex.
Well,
And
yeah, that could be it. That could be too. Yeah, yeah. Either
so,
or,
mm,
you know.
yeah, I'll wait. I don't
But
know what
some,
I'm waiting on. I don't
but
know
you know
how I'm
what?
gonna meet somebody, but eventually we gonna cross paths somewhere. They'll be eager enough to be like, "Hey, ma'am, how are you doing? Can I
Yeah, but
talk
you
to
know,
you for a second?"
7 years is not that long. Nah,
It is.
nah,
Shit, it
I
is.
know
It's
women that go
very
long.
long time.
I know women that go long in that.
This
That
is the first time I've ever gone this long. The longest I had ever gone before maybe have been a
oh,
few
it's-
months, a year, maybe. I don't think it was a year though. Well, no, it was a year because when I got engaged before I was married, we didn't have sex at all. So that was the thing that my relationship was contingent on. If he made me feel like he wanted to have sex because that's my kryptonite, then we couldn't do it. I was gonna walk away.
oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
A pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, I think that's that old saying from back in the
I don't know
day.
what that means.
uh, it's kind of like they say, what's the damn it? What's the I hear people say your payoff. That's it.
I mean, listen, I believe in poly, so it just depends on what your cup of tea is. 1 year is too long. Well, listen, I think that when it comes to
Oh,
um
yeah, what let's talk about poly. What kind of poly? I don't know much about it at all. Enlighten me.
okay, so poly is basically, it depends on what type of poly you want to do.
Or which one do you
There's
like?
I mean, I find them all interesting, to be honest. I follow a lot of different pages on Facebook so that I can get familiar and understand and really comprehend what people think, and how they truly feel versus coming up with my own conclusion and assumptions of why people do what they do and if it's really workable. But um, I like all dynamics of poly. I think that I've seen successful two men. Well, actually, she got two husbands, a boyfriend, and another man, and then both the
Uh-oh.
husbands got well, one of the husbands just got married, and the other husband got a girlfriend too, and she be having dibs on everything that everybody do. So I mean, it works for who it works for.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I went out. I think that was me. I think that was me on my internet. I think my internet went out, dropped for a
Oh, you
second.
good?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm good.
So yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lady on Instagram that has a very elaborate arrangement. But then I've also seen like it's two the guy, two wives and one husband, um, Uncle Free, I believe they call him. He got two wives and the wives are into each other. I think that that's hot. I think that those type of relationships are hot. I don't know if it's because it's like the forbidden fruit, what you're not supposed to do, or if just seeing two women together is just sensual in nature. So I think that that's hot when you have that dynamic, but then you have dynamics to where the two women might not like each other, might not be sexual with each other. They only are both interested in him. Then you got it where I mean it can go either way. If there is a very great diagram that shows the different types of poly. Um, some of them are subjective, I mean, and interchangeable. I know a couple, push wife. They are definitely poly, but they have an elaborate arrangement where they have sometimes it's different women, but most times they have selected women that travel with them and they I mean be all over the internet. I love them. But it just different things work for different people. Some people
Yeah,
want to be monogamous, some people aren't built for it.
I'm not.
Why you say that?
I'm just
And why'd you ask me what my
I don't have a title of how I am socially. You know, I want to be married, and I also want relationships with another woman too. Could be no more than two. I can't. No, I can't. No more. Well, that's three total. No, that's it. I can't. I can't handle no more than three. No, I can't do it. That's just too much time. I can't do it. You know, and it's not about sex either. That's the thing
in
that
most of them, I don't think that it is about sex. It depends on the people. Again,
yeah.
like sometimes couples
Oh
have what they
shit.
call a kitchen poly where everybody just comes together and are emotionally involved and supportive as a unit versus anything else. Hello?
Yeah, I'm back. Shit. Yeah,
I mean,
we good
I'll,
now.
I'll keep talking.
Yeah, no, man, I can't hear you when it drops like that. But yeah, we good now. Go ahead.
So, but if you can't hear me, does that mean that it is cutting me off? Because it can cut you off and then it'll bring you back
Yeah,
in also.
yeah. Well, we good now.
So yeah, so it just depends on what type of mindset you have. But then a lot of times you see people say, get you two women that love you and then get out the game. But the truth is you have to get two women that can deal with each other, that have a love and a liking for each other. Same with men. Now I don't know how those two men with one woman poly thing work, but people like it. People do it.
Yeah,
Everybody has something different. So it's kind of subjective. What I've learned as a sex coach and sex educator, as well as a life coach, is that whatever the hell you want, it's available. There is
yeah,
somebody that
yeah,
wants what you want. You just have to be patient enough and thorough enough to wait for it and and ask the questions that you really need to ask instead of just saying, well, they seem nice and then just going along to get along. No, specify what you want and then be very particular and don't let up until you find it because listen, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I follow all type of people in all types of groups. And I do it for the interaction, but I also do it to see what is available. And it is so much available. I see women asking for all type of things. I see men that want different type of things. Like it's just nothing that's off the table for real.
yeah. And plus, man, it takes a village to have a family. I can't do it. Yeah. Hey, man, look, I ain't Superman. I look, look, I need
Now,
help
for
sometimes.
me, I would never want two men because I just have never been that type of a person. And if it was me, my contingencies are very limited and strict. So if I was a bisexual or actually liked women sexually, then I would want a husband and a wife, but I wouldn't want them to interact with each other. I would want them to be like cool on behalf of me or whatever, or the relationship, like as friends, but I wouldn't want them to interact with each other. I want them both to be like head over heels about me. But I'm scared to ever be with a woman because I've seen how men act when I don't want to be with them no more. So I can only imagine how it would be. So nope. I think I'll wait or not do that one at all. But I do like that I am inexperienced and don't have any type of exposure to certain type of things. So it's a lot of things that I've never done before. And I used to be like, man, I ain't never done a lot of stuff. But it's like, no, there are things that I could still do for the first time with my husband, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I've never ever done. And I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm rare because there's a lot of bitches that do a lot of strange things for a piece of change.
Oh yeah. And there's a lot of things I thought I wanted to do, but when it came down to it, I said, I don't want to do this.
Like what?
The threesome was one of them.
So what would make you not want to do it?
Well, I just told you when if I don't know the third person, yeah, that would make me not want to do it. You know, because I don't know. I have to know the other person. You know, so and then I never um I don't think no I never approach anybody that I already know already and say, hey,
Right.
you know, we like you, this and that. No, I would never do that. I've known people that done that. I said, man, I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't. I wouldn't do that if you known this person for a long time, and then uh, you approach them one day and say, hey, you know what? We known you for a long time, and we feel like you would be a good person to have a threesome with. Nah, I wouldn't do that. You know, but that's just me. You know, that's just me. Though. You know,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm the type. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If the relationship is established and it's been
I
that way for a
mean,
long time, I just
I think those type of relationships just kind of come about. I don't think that they um I don't think that you look for somebody. I mean, no.
no. I
Listen,
know
on
people that
Tinder because no, wait, no, because I was gonna say on Tinder is they out there like, hey, this is a couple.
yeah,
We looking
yeah.
for a girlfriend,
Oh yeah.
and so no, that happens. Excuse me, backtrack. I was wrong. I misspoke, and there are couples that go and look for it, but I don't think they go look for it in people they know. They try to find somebody that's open to it. The thing is a lot of people seem open to a lot of things, but they like the ideal of it versus the actuality of it.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah,
real
that's what I
problem.
said. You know, sometimes the idea or the image of doing something it seems good until that opportunity comes up and you be like, I don't think I really want this is not what I thought it would be. You know, I know I'm not the only person that felt that way.
I mean, sometimes shit just ain't meant to be, and you just
Yeah,
gotta, like.
yeah,
So I get it.
yeah, you know. And a lot of times, for me, it depends on who I'm comfortable with as well. I think if I'm comfortable with somebody, I can do almost anything. It just depends on the person, you know. If I'm comfortable with a person, I would at least I would think about it. You know, if I'm not if the relationship is there might be a new person, right? I don't know her that well. And if she approached me with the same thing versus the person that I've been knowing for a long time, I wouldn't even consider it. You know, I'm like, no. You know, that's just how I am though. Now I know some people that are not like that, not like me at all. If it sounds good, they say, hey, you know what? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not like that either. The shit gotta add up. It gotta make sense for me now more than ever. But again, like I said, I've always been a type to where if things didn't sound right, I always find my way out of that situation. So
Well,
I'll
yeah, that's
always key on out of that. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
that's
no, I
that's the
can't.
yeah, I usually I usually don't find myself in situations like that unless it comes to me, you know. But I don't go to them. No, I usually don't. Usually they the person usually tell me before I get there. You know, yeah, I can say this. I was gonna save this for offline, but I'll say it online. I used to see this woman because you know every Sunday I used to go to the Hudson Grill, right? And in the Sandy Springs area to look at football.
Mhm.
So you know how you see somebody in passing, you hey, how you doing, whatever, you know. So that went on for like I don't know, maybe 2 months, and then all of a sudden I actually stopped and talked to her, asked her name or whatever, and she turned out to be cool. And now, through this whole time, I'm getting some feedback. I don't know what's up. Okay. Now, during this whole time, I knew she had a guy with her, but I didn't really know what they were. But I know they was always together most of the time. So I think another 2 weeks, I saw her again. And she said, hey, I want to invite you over to my house, right? I have parties from time to time. And I said, all right, cool. Just let me know, whatever. So I didn't think anything of it, right? Because I'm looking at the game, right? So I gave her my number before she left. And she called me, I think it was like Friday afternoon when I'm at work. And she's like, oh, I'm having a party at Sunday, right? Sunday night or whatever, you know. And I ended up not going, right? And then she had another one probably like a month later. And she called me, same thing or whatever. I said, but this one was gonna be Saturday, right? So I said, all right, cool. You know, just shoot me that address or whatever, right? So I think it was she called me again Saturday. And the party was supposed to be at 9:00, right? So she called me like 6:00, and she was like, hey, how you doing? You still coming? I said, yeah, I'm still coming. You know, I ain't forgot about it, whatever, right? Now this chick, this was a brat ass. She's like them type of girls you see in the video, right? I was like, God damn. She's fine, right? So I'm like, you know, all right, cool. And so when she called me, she said, hey, you know what? Remember that dude that you see me around most of the time? I said, yeah. And she says, hey, I know you like me and everything, but you know, I got to tell you what type of parties I be having before you get here, because you didn't act.
So
you know,
what? I didn't tell you this beforehand. Okay, let you finish.
Because every time when she told me, I was always, you know, looking at the game or doing whatever, right? So we never went into no detail. So basically, she have adult parties, right? So I said, oh, okay. But that didn't really faze me. What fazed me is this. She said, if you want to come to the party, you got to let my boy go down on you. So I said, you know what?
You let him do it.
I don't think I'm going to be coming.
Listen, so I told you I watch all type of porn, and that is something that I feel like when I watch stuff, I'm trying to be educated and educating myself on different things, as well as just curiosity, really honestly. But what I found is that people enjoy the same things I do, and even when they don't, I know the feeling that they get from whatever it is that they do actually enjoy. What did he say he had a dream about?
A threesome, I guess.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Now, why would you have a dream about a threesome, Michael? That's funny. There's a lot of things you can have a dream about. The threesome, you know, that's just my opinion. You know. Yeah, you know, it's that's just my experience. You know, it's nothing that can prepare you for something like that.
Yeah, I see. And the thing is that I used to get so defensive when women used to come on to me. I'd be used to ready to fight. Like, what, bitch? You want to fight? Like, I don't get down like that, boo.
Yeah, but you know,
strictly dickly girl.
Yeah, and I've wondered.
Take advantage of me. I might let you take advantage of me, but I might not talk to you no more afterwards. Okay.
Yeah. And I wondered, why did she think I would even go for something like that?
I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to see if you would go for something like
Maybe,
that. But it could have been
maybe,
that her dude was eyeing you the whole time.
probably, maybe that shit worked on other people. I don't know.
Definitely. Because
You
some
know,
niggas is like, okay, he gonna give me some head. That's it. All right, let's
yeah.
go.
I think this is why what I think if most guys would have seen how she looked, I
They
would
probably would
say,
have went for it because they probably would have thought they would have been able to bang her.
yeah, I think some guys would have went along with it. But I don't give a damn how you look. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You look
Hell
like you
no.
might have was thinking about it for a second.
Huh?
Looked like you might have was thinking about it for a second. The way you drug the story.
Nah. No, I didn't even know. I
Did
didn't
it
even
get you
know.
by surprise? Like, what was your response? What did you say? Like, how did you handle that? Because some people get defensive, and then like,
Well, at that time, this was I was there for 5 years. So I pretty much knew how crazy the shit was and how wide open it is down there. So I
yeah.
wasn't really
Well,
surprised.
I am not familiar with how wide open it is. Maybe I don't go out enough because I'm
Thank God
like,
you
I don't see it. I don't really see it like that. I'm not out enough. I don't go to
hey,
the club like that.
that,
So, I
that's
mean,
good.
I hear about it being open, but I'm like, where's all these people at? Because I don't see none of that shit. I must be in the house too much.
That's good. You don't. Stay inside. And you know what? I wasn't looking for none of this shit. That's the thing. I was just looking to have a good time, go to the clubs, and and I started meeting these different people that knew rappers and shit like that. But I wasn't looking for anybody. I wasn't looking for shit. I just wanted to have a good time. That's it. You know? And I was out like, man, I was at I think for the first 3 years, I was out shit 2, 3 times a week. I was going to the strip clubs during the daytime and nighttime. And I would go to these other hole in the wall spots. So I was
Yeah,
out a lot.
I don't be none of that. I don't be in them streets. I be acting like I'm gonna be in the streets. I might ride around the streets, but I bring my ass back home.
Yeah, and then I think when I think I know I got stopped by the cops one time. And I thought I was gonna go to jail, and that pretty much was like a wake up call for me because I'm like, yo, I can't be, if I go to jail, who the hell gonna get me out down there? I
Yeah,
don't even know.
I
you
don't
know?
move in such a way that would get me like, well, I try not to. I don't be ratting like real fucked up. I try to space my drinks out if I'm in the city and I'm coming home because I don't live in the city. I try to be very cautious because I do realize that I am still in the damn South and Georgia is still a red state. And gotta move with caution.
Yeah, but when you're new, I don't
Mm-mm,
know.
mm-mm.
I didn't know. I know some shit, but I don't know enough. Oh, I didn't know enough at the time. So when that happened, when I had that run in with that cop, I stopped drinking. I didn't drink no more after that. I was like, fuck this. I can't get caught slipping.
Right.
And then I pretty much went. I just got focused on doing other things. You know, and I started. I started doing more of this because before I was I used to upload videos every once in a while. I wouldn't do it like I wasn't consistent at all. And I would go like months without uploading the video. I'll go like one video a month, one video every 2 months. You know, that went on for like, man, that went on for like 3 years. You know,
Yeah, I've been uploading consistently for the last 6 or 7 months. Since, well, 7 months. And so far on Vimeo I have almost 400,000 views. I don't know what it means yet because it has not affected my life in any way yet. But I think it's cool to be able to say I got
yeah,
400,000 views in 7 or 8 months. Like, that's pretty kind of dope. But I do upload every single day. So I said for the rest of my full year mark, so until September, I'm going to upload every single day until, well, I won't run out of videos because I always make videos. But I'm just gonna see what happens.
yeah. I mean, and you know, a lot of times shit takes time too, man. You know, I used to believe in the hype when I first
I
got
don't
on
know.
here.
I don't know what's supposed to connect. Like, I help people to navigate through success and to not be overwhelmed with it. So I get that part, but I never pay attention to more than like it start with the views and then it goes from the views to what then? Like the stuff selling. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect coming next. So it's kind of it's I'm in a
Well,
weird place because I don't want to do movies and film like that. I don't think I like doing these podcasts. I think I might s- that I think I might try to do some mediations and or taking on one-on-one life coaching clients. I kind of want to take on some sex coaching clients, but I don't know how that's gonna work. So I
why you say that? Why you say you don't
don't
know how
know.
it's gonna work?
Well, one, I'm a safety person, so
No,
I
you
am
do it like Zoom.
you can't the type of coaching that I would like to be able to offer, it wouldn't just be able to be on Zoom. Some people
Oh,
may
okay,
need
okay,
a
okay.
more of a hands-on approach, and even when I am not physically touching them myself, in order for me to be able to help them navigate themselves, you can't do that from Zoom. I wouldn't want to do that from Zoom.
Gotcha.
I don't
Hey,
think
what's
Yo,
up, man?
what up, player?
Why I gotta be a player?
you
Oh no, I'm nowhere near like you.
you dream about having a threesome.
No, 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 no. It was
what did you
straight
say
up
you
a
dreamt about?
relationship.
What was that
It was
about?
a relationship. It was a relationship. It was
Oh,
weird,
okay,
but
okay,
not weird, but just a
Okay,
relationship
so
where they
I
were
t-
where they
tell me
loved
about
each
the
other. I loved them. Right. No, it was just simply I loved them, they loved me, they loved each other. They didn't try to step on each other's toes. They didn't try to do any, we just cared about each other. That's all. It, I thought it was weird to me, but
and then we talked about it.
yeah, I just dreamt about it. That's all. I don't know
okay.
where it came from. That's all I'm saying. But it was like, it felt real. It felt real, real. But you know what? If I was in that type of relationship, I would want to be like that. I would want to be that way with one person, you know. Just to really be deep with them, like them down to their core, not to, just to be with them, you can get into arguments, but generally you're just cool with them about their spirit and what they're about, and the things that you like. That's all I was saying.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but I've had friends or people that I was associated with that did do the poly life. They, but some were just emotional and others were sexual. Um, but I've never done anything like that. Never.
Even did
Um,
that work out for them?
uh, one didn't, two did. Two
Okay.
are still together. Still, everybody's together. Like the one that was seemed more emotional, but it was like 13 of them, I think. That didn't work out. At least not with him. But
13?
13. It was like interconnected, not just not somebody had their own life over here, somebody had their own thing over here, but they still cared about each other. They were still together, in that way, not just as friends, but deeper. Um,
Lord.
It's
I,
not
I,
unheard of.
Huh?
I,
It is
huh?
not unheard of.
Yeah, no, and I, if I think about it for a second, if I was connected with one individual person, I would understand that, you know. And I think, as I said, I don't know if I can handle more than one woman. I just like too many. They already hard enough to deal with one, and then you gotta be two. Oh my God. Oh,
I mean,
and then
so when I first started thinking about the ideal of poly, it really came from a biblical the biblical verses in the Bible where
right.
well, a whole bunch of people had a whole lot of wives, but namingly when Abraham and Sarah had the baby and they went and get Hagar. And it
Hmm.
was, and not just that, but then I started thinking about, well, in order for, if a rib has cages, is a cage and it has two sides, then if you take out one side of the rib, then what, you got an
It,
odd rib side. So where's the other side? You would have to have two ribs
it's
to
unbalanced.
right. So when I started looking at it like that, that's what really
Oh, you
first
breaking up.
brought the thought into my mind. So once that thought had bubbled, then
Hmm.
it was, hold on, let me make sure I'm on my right internet. So once that thought bubble kind of went over into, well, how would a person be able to help you um in that poly type of situation? You got a babysitter, you got a, friend, because
Hmm.
most women
Yep.
have friends and they are going and talking about their relationship to somebody that don't have the best interest for that relationship. So when you
Right.
start thinking about the companionship of what poly could bring,
Right.
it kind of brings a different type of dynamic to mind for me. Now that doesn't mean that I want that relationship, but if I was in a situation where that was presented, you know, that's what my mindset would have to be.
Right. 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 What was it? Nah, I'm. How do I put this? It's just that I'm like, if I don't, I have to like them deeply. I'd have to really like them deeply. You know, we have to really like each other on a deeper level. Because,
I mean,
you
that should be
know,
the goal anyways, though.
right, right. No, I agree. But how do I put it? It seems like everybody wants to rush into certain things, but don't want to rush into the emotional thing. And I do understand that because, you know, I am an emotional and sexual person. I can't lie about that. I refuse. But no, I mean, I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like I know that it would make someone feel uncomfortable if I was in a relationship and being sexual with them. I do understand that. But, I'm still a sexual creature at the same time. I couldn't be like that without that. I don't know how to explain that. That's just me. That's just me.
Talking about jealousy?
No, no, no. I'm just talking about in general with
Just in
relationships
general.
in
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
right,
I
right,
am that way. In order for me to want to be connected sexually, I definitely have to be connected more emotionally for the sex to be worthwhile, or else I'm just going through the motions and it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, me too.
well, I'm going through the same time, but I'm like, say for instance, you like children. Oh, that got me into you. Now I'm sexually attracted. You like your family. That makes me sexually attracted to you. Now I'm into you. It's like everything's attached to that. It's not like I can separate that.
Yeah,
That's how I get into
like a
somebody.
package deal.
Right. You know, but I think that some women think that that's me being only interested in the sex, not interested in them as a whole, or that their actions or whom they are is actually turning me on. And that kind of throws me sometimes, but I do understand. I do understand. But I don't know. I can't. I feel 7 years. 7 years. Now you
Mhm.
need a sabbatical, man. Something's
No,
gotta happen.
this is a conscious decision to protect my
I,
energy, to
hmm hmm
maintain my peace, and just to
hmm
focus on me. Like, unless I meet
hmm
somebody that is worth my while, I'm not interested. And I normally, when guys try to hit on me, I know I'm not trying to have sex, so I just go the other way. I'm not interested.
hmm. But I think at the same time, you know, a man feels like he doesn't want to waste his time. Like, I've waited this long and now you're not interested in
I
me.
don't care.
And any no, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think that's what they're thinking at the same time. But I do understand your point of view as well. I've
I
had
wouldn't give a
that.
damn. If I
I've
think
had
that
that.
I like you,
I've
okay, okay, but if not, then well,
I,
you
I've
didn't waste time. You could never a person could never waste time talking to me because of the type of value that I bring to a conversation. So
I,
even if I'm
I've
cool with a person, um, they might not like the fact that I'm not ready or willing to have sex, but most
no
times I'll stop talking to a person just because they seem like they're not on
right,
my mental or spiritual level.
right. I'm just saying I've been in that situation where I kept somebody at that distance where I was trying to keep them from being sexual, but at the same time trying to connect that way. And then losing that, it just it hurt deeply. I will say that. That hurt a lot more deeply, I think. Um
Yeah, I don't. I operate on safe mode. Safe mode
no no,
is kind
I
of like a
get you.
computer program. I mean,
I
I don't
get
know
you.
because you made a point to say something about that in particular. So I just want to make sure that I am very clear that because a lot of people are confused as to the reason
N-
and all of that.
No,
But yeah,
I
I don't.
understand. I do understand. Because it felt like, I had wasted my time. That was all. It didn't matter that it was just anything sexual, but I felt like I gave up time, you know, and it felt like at the end of it, something was taken away from me,
In
and it doesn't
relation to
mean that,
what? I'm confused about
right,
what you're talking about.
this person took away their love, their emotion, how I felt about them, and it just felt like everything was just dumped in the trash. And
Okay,
I'm
so
and I'm saying it's non-sexual. It was
I
just
I'm lost because you was like 7 years, I don't know, and then
no, no.
I said something about the 7 years, and then you went into this, so I'm totally confused at this
I
moment.
think you're trying to say, hold on, I think you talking about a date or a long term relationship.
A long-term relationship.
So you was in a long-term relationship with somebody that was not sexually active with you, and you felt like you
Right,
wasted your time. Yeah,
right,
I don't know.
right.
I don't have those type of
Oh,
problems because I don't entertain people to that extent. So,
yeah,
um,
I can understand both sides. Like on one
Right.
side,
No, I do too. I do
yeah, on
too.
one side, the woman is not obligated to sleep with you, right? I
No,
understand that too,
absolutely not.
right? But on the other side of the guy's side, he feels like, hey, I don't. Some guys say, man, I don't want to waste my time. Because I could have been with another girl, or, you know, why play games? Why?
And they
There
playing
are,
games. That's why I tell people off the top, and people get mad because they be like, "Well, why are you
yeah,
telling me that for?" Because you need to know. So you know,
Well,
out
yeah,
the door, if I decide to or if I don't, that is up to me. But right now, that's not in the space that I am. That's why I don't entertain guys because I don't got time to be having to kill somebody because they decided that no was not no.
yeah. Like I give you an example. Some guys, uh, you might have two people that go out on a date, right? And the guy, in his mind, at the end of the night, he wants sex, right? But at the same
mhm,
time, now a woman might not be feeling him like that, right?
When
right,
I
But
was
right.
in high school, I lost a lot of guys that didn't even want to be my friend because I would never sleep with them. I didn't want to be
yeah,
their girlfriend. I
yeah,
am
Mhm,
used to niggas not fucking with me because they don't get what they want. So,
mhm,
yeah. But that's because
and
that's
it's not wasting time if she's trying to feel you out. If you feel like it's wasting time, then that's exactly why she wasn't having sex with you to begin with, and that's what she needed to see so you could be on your way and she could go
What
yeah,
on about her business.
What do
yeah.
you think about the question? What do you bring to the table? Does it trigger you? Does it bother you?
No, I have a very full plate. I have my own everything. So a person asking me what I bring to the table, everything, I'm the table and I can help you get it back. But and I don't ask a guy that because they're going to show me by how they move. Different people on different statures move different ways. If you really got it, it's a certain type of things that you're not doing, a certain type of moves you're not making. The more you get, the different ways you shift how you move and the things that you do. So I've never really asked a guy what they bring to the table. Normally guys volunteer that information, as
Hmm.
well as you're going to be able to tell what a person got going on by how they move and how they deal with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, you're a straightforward person, so that works for you, but
I,
it
I
doesn't
can't tell
necessarily.
you what works for somebody else. I am a life coach,
That
so
that's
I'm going
true. That's
to tell
true.
you
That's
how to
true.
be a better version of yourself. So,
Right.
in order to be a better version of yourself, you have to be direct because if you're not, and the
Yeah.
reason most people aren't
Exactly.
direct is because they don't know what they want. So you need to figure out what you want so you cannot play games with yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. Because to me, that was all I was thinking of that in that question. To be for certain people that don't know how to, or you need them to express themselves, but they're not expressing themselves. They see stuff out there, like you learning stuff from the movie, like "Let It Run Like This"
Those
or "Let
people
It
should
Flow."
go to speakingfreedomtv.org and
Right,
listen to some life coaching because you
right.
cannot base your life on outside entities. You have to base your life on what your
On
soul yearns for.
yourself. Right. I, I don't know how people do that, and that's why I thought about that question like that. That I'm just trying to get to the base of what someone wants. You can tell me if all you want is sex stuff. You can tell me if you want a solid relationship and it doesn't anything that have to do with sex. I just need to know what you're focused on, what you like, and let's be basic. Let's what is it to the crust of a motherfucker? Just like what's his name said. I don't want to see your ambassador. I want to see you. That's what I was saying. But I can see that you're a person that you know you don't you bring yourself to the table. You bring who you are. That's what I'm saying. But not everybody's like this. They just I don't get it. I don't need
That's why I'm the
this
life
and that.
coach.
Right, right, right. No, I got you. I get you. No, but but thank you for being like this and training people like this because I think that type of way of thinking that's out there is getting out of hand. You know, they I don't think a lot of people know what they want. I think that even a year or 2 years ago, I didn't know what I want. I know that now, but because I had to ask myself that question too, and I was like, I had to be real with myself at the same time. Um, but I'm sorry, I'm getting way off topic. I apologize.
No, you good. Finish, bro.
No,
You
I'm just
done?
saying that. Yeah, I'm done.
Cool. Thanks for coming on, bro.
All right, bye.
I was getting a little lost and I didn't know how to respond because I didn't want to come off as offensive because yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. I like people to finish whatever they want to say. I let them finish. Because a lot of times we get cut off a lot.
Right. I understand it.
You know. So yeah, it's all good.
Oh, so Brian, you had said something about having him to help me with YouTube. I am on YouTube. I just that is not my primary source because you can't post whatever you want to YouTube.
No.
So with
They
Vimeo,
do.
when you pay for services, it allows you to post whatever you want to, and they don't, they ain't clocking like that.
You don't really see. I
Mm.
don't really think you say anything that's controversial. Eh,
Some stuff.
yeah. I mean, every once in a while. Yeah, I've been listening to your stuff.
Well, between the things that I say and the fact that I be having a little bit of music playing in the front
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, the music. Yeah, they they
So
they
yeah.
they hard on the music now. You know, I got either you gotta buy it or I got my music from this guy that used to be a background singer with R. Kelly.
Well, I don't really I just be because I normally do my videos when I'm in the car, it's just I
Yeah,
turn on the music so it's just not I'm just abruptly coming
yeah.
on talking. Now I like Vimeo though. I think I could probably pay for a little bit more and get a little bit more as far as SEO and some other little tools, but right now for the last month or two, I have not really been doing any ads and I was doing like Instagram ads. So I've kind of chilled out and just kind of see what type of organic numbers it will be. And I am happy that I'm close to oh matter of fact, I need to share the video right now. I am close to 400,000 views. Again, right now to me, I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? I'm
That's
like,
a good thing.
okay,
You can get
400,000 views.
more. You get
Uh,
more exposure.
I
Yeah,
know, but
you're starting off much better than I have in the beginning.
that's on Vimeo. I don't know if it works and functions the same way that you
I used to
like.
be on there too.
When I be thinking about this, because it's like, is these real views or is it fake views?
Some
I don't understand
gonna
that
be
because
gonna be some of that. It's gonna be some of that too. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
some.
but how can you have fake views? I don't get it. If you're not I'm not paying for no views. It's
There's
just
trolls.
the more videos I upload, the more views the more consistent. Like if I do it at the same time every day, then the views will start going up. Like it's allowing more people to see the
Yeah,
video. So I don't know, but I always coach people through this, but this is the first time I'm walking through it, so I really don't know what to expect. I don't know what I should do next.
and
Like,
in the beginning, I focus more on keywords too. In the beginning, and over I don't know, probably the first. That was my first channel. The second channel, I focus more on keywords, and the first 50 videos, 7 went viral.
see, I think if I was uploading directly to YouTube, the same way I'm uploading directly to Vimeo, my YouTube would probably be more popping a little bit. but because I'm sharing it through Vimeo, I don't think it gets the
Vimeo?
same type of traction.
Oh, you don't do Vimeo.
So yeah, so instead of
you
going to
probably got to log into your YouTube account and just edit a little bit. Add a little text here and there or whatever.
see,
And because they got like certain YouTube just added more options that you have to select. But they got like the child option, little stupid shit.
so I am trying to navigate all of this on my own. I literally have no promotional videos of none of the content that I have loaded right now. Like I really need to go on Fever or whatever the hell that shit is and hire somebody to go through all of my videos and take 1 minute clips. But the problem is I need to select the 1 minute clip. So if I need to select the 1 minute clips, I might as well do the shit myself.
Well, no, you can already do it. You can do that on your own. That's you.
I mean, yeah, but because I'm still so right now, okay, this is where I'm at right now. Hi everybody. I am discussing my productivity right now. So literally I have over 200 videos uploaded on Vimeo. But I'm also editing. So I'm on season 10. I'm uploading. Today was episode 7 of season 10. So I have to go and do all of season 10, take all of those 10 seasons and get those 1 minute clips. It's like 28 episodes a season, give or take. But then I have seasons 12, 11, 12, 13, and 14 that need to be edited and put together so that I can have some free time, because if I don't have to put the videos together, then I can have time to do other things. But it's a lot. So I'm juggling the functionality of everything that I need to do. I have to upload the videos every day. I can't leave far from the house without taking my laptop, because if I get back too late, then I mess my numbers up. It's a lot. Y'all think that content creating is easy and you just slap a video up there or whatever, and it is so much more than just putting a video up. Personally, the only time that people can see me is when I do podcasts like this, or I take pictures. Normally, I would have my camera going and I take pictures so that I have this look that I have for pictures that I use on my title slides and stuff. So it's like it's a lot that goes into it, and this is not even the brink of things. Like once stuff really starts selling and all of that, that's gonna be a whole nother extension of more crap that I got to do, and I really need to.
Yeah, you promote your book?
Not the way that I should. I don't promote nothing the way that I should. I'm spread too thin.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm guilty for that too.
This is my one physical book, but I have 8 other books. Well, actually 10 other books. I have the Unknown Power of a New Believer. So when a person first gets saved and or begins to know God, I think that they're their most powerful, like because they're fresh, they haven't been tainted, they don't know enough to be scarred by religion. So I think that they're the most powerful. And I wrote a book describing the unknown power that you have when you're fresh with your faith, when you still new believer and you still have that urgency and trust in God like that. And then
so wait a minute, this your newest book?
So I have my latest book was the Spiritual Human Behavior, and that is the one about your personal development and understanding why you are the way you are, your childhood triggers, and just all those things. That's what Spiritual Human Behavior is about. And then I have the 4 faith books that also have the 4 workbooks that correspond with them. And again, this is 4 classes basically about faith and how to hone in your purpose and operate in your faith. Now, I have like 4 or 5 other books that I need to do. This is the thing. I got to fit that into my schedule that I just told you about. So I'm trying to, if I edit all of these videos in the next 2 or 3 weeks, then hopefully come June, I will be able to start recording books, doing a little short clip edits, and doing some like organizational things. Because if I am able to do these short clip edits, then I can promote like I really want to. Right now, I'm just uploading videos and it's just
Yeah, it's a
kind
lot.
of doing
It
its
is a
own
lot.
thing.
So you still how often do you go on other people's podcasts?
So
Shannon?
I have a standing Monday show that I do with some older
Oh, the women,
people on
right?
a, no. So
No?
that ended. There was a women's little honest chats that we were doing, and that ended. It wasn't consistent for real, so it wasn't like we was doing it on a regular basis. But um the Imperfect Union podcast is an older gentleman named James King, and he does a podcast every Monday evening, and it is basically a political panel where a whole bunch of old heads and me talk about different stuff. It's very insightful. A few Panther Party people and the original Black Panther Party and other subsections of it that have formed are on there. Some activists and some like pretty prominent people that they're just older. So I do that on Mondays, and I do here and there interviews, but I have nothing that is consistent. Really, I think it would be too much. Because I was doing a lot of interviews the first few months. I was kind of trying to get them regularly, but it became too much for me. I think I was overwhelmed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the past 2 months I kind of slacked off bringing people on, and I just started doing episodes by myself. Really, it's like, yeah, I didn't want the show to be an invite show. I didn't want it to get like that. And I think at least some people, they didn't like these people I was bringing on.
Well, you got to get people that what type know your audience. See, so I went on that pod match thing, and
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
yeah,
that's kind of hit or miss. I really want to cancel the
it is.
subscription. I think that it is not all it's cracked up to be. I've gotten
Nah,
more off of um it's this other thing, this other app that I'm paying for. It's like podcast.com or something.
I
So
can't
the
see.
one that you get me on, I think.
I
Um
put you on Pod Match.
mm-mm. No, it
Oh,
wasn't
you
podcast.
talking about matchmaker that FX.
It might have been that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. That's really
No, because I have another one. Hold on, I'm about to tell you the other one. Do 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 do. I think you found me on this other one.
I
You just
found you
don't
on
realize it.
Matchmaker.
I don't think so.
Uh,
It wasn't Matchmaker.
yeah, that's where I found you from. Yeah.
I don't know. It's this other one that I have.
There's a couple of them out here. They're not all what is cooped up to be. I
podcastguest.com. That's the one.
I never heard of that. I never.
Podcast, that one I get more hits off of there. On there I have this one pager that has a lot of the questions and things. I think some of the same things. I did the same thing across the board on all of the platforms. But I don't really like Podmatch too much. Honestly, I was gonna cancel. But I had a couple of people show hits that might work, might not. I mean, they did. I got a little $20 kickback, but it's not worth it.
Yeah. I reach out to people on my own. Really.
I be trying to do like message people based on their matches, but their matches don't be on that.
Nah. I just a lot of times I might be on Twitter or Instagram. I just hit them in the DM.
I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
like, some of them actually respond back. I'm like, oh, okay.
it
Shit.
depends on who the person is and how you
Yep.
approach it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, but some people I'll be like, I don't think they're gonna respond back, but I'm trying anyway.
All you can do is try.
Some people are just bigger than life, yo. I'm like, yo. But I said, hey, if they do respond back, hey. But
Yeah,
they
then
don't.
you win. I mean, it's a win-win anyways. Just to take the initiative, because sometimes people being able to see your name kind of is the introduction that you need for them to say yes the next time, or if the opportunity presents itself later.
Yeah, and then you got some people have gatekeepers too. A lot of times there's one guy, he knew me, but I ended up getting him on later, like 6 months later. He knew of me, but the gatekeepers didn't. So they kind of like, whatever, dude, get out of
I mean,
here.
sometimes gatekeepers are good, sometimes they're not so much,
Yeah,
it kind of
yeah,
depends.
yeah, yeah. I understand. I get it. I mean, if the gatekeepers don't know you, they just don't know you. You know, you know. But yeah, so I just kind of stopped. I got off those podcast websites. I just reach out to these people on my own, man.
Well,
Because
go ahead.
a lot of those people,
Prudes.
yeah, and some of them just beginning. Some of them,
Everybody want to be life coaches, be two life coaches trying to life coach each other, and it just don't make sense.
yeah. And so I'm like, so because you out go to their social media, they got like, they go to the Twitter, they got, I don't know, man, like 50 people following them. Go to Instagram, they got 2 people. I'm like, come on, man. But if you read their profile, you think this person sounds like they're established. And then you go to the website, they misrepresent themselves, man.
I mean, but people got to start somewhere.
Oh, but I don't got a problem with that, but don't misrepresent yourself. That's all I'm saying. I mean, and then some of them have told me, hey, we can get on the phone and do a little we can talk about what we're going to talk about and all this and that. And they're doing the same thing on the telephone as the their profile, saying, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, oh, okay.
See, but that's kind of like when you get with the influencers, people talk a lot, but they don't know a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They get in where they fit in, but they don't really have the knowledge to actually hold a conversation. That be the problem.
Oh yeah, I made that mistake too. I brought somebody on. It was a recording, and she did not know what the hell she was talking about. And I didn't ask any. I asked her the question that she wrote down, and she commonly get asked. She did not know what the hell she was talking about. And I was like, and then she was trying to be funny. She's like I don't know what to call her really, comedian / life coach / I don't know. And then I think she kind of sabotage the recording on purpose.
How Why'd you say sabotage? What, like, how so?
Because every time I asked her a question, she kept cutting me off. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Now I didn't say that during the recording, but I'm like, what?
I mean, it just depends. Some people have a short attention span, so they need to interject immediately when a thought crosses their mind, and they're not attempting to be rude. It's not nothing personal. It's just that they may forget if they don't say it, or if they don't have a pen or paper. So like, I like to write stuff down. I always, like, I have a pen and a pad for when I do shows, because it really started for me when I came back from Iraq, and I was just having trouble, like, holding on to memories. So I could be thinking about something, but if something else came to my mind, they'd be like, damn, I just forgot what I was about to say. And it may take 20, 30 minutes before it come back to mind. So it could be some of that. Now, I try not to make excuses for people. However, I do like to put things into perspective,
Yeah.
because You just might not have the perspective of what could be going on.
I thought she was high, to be honest.
I mean, what would have been wrong with that?
You gotta handle yourself.
I mean,
Maintain.
it could have just been nervousness, anxiety. It could be a
Oh,
number of
oh,
things.
she wasn't nervous. No, she do this all the time.
That
No,
don't mean that the
yeah.
person don't get nervous.
Hey, I be nervous, but I pushed forward, you know. And then when the recording was over, you know what her first words that came out of her mouth?
What?
I know you're not gonna hear this.
Maybe y'all just saw things differently. So
What?
she already knew that you wasn't perceiving or you wasn't feeling whatever the hell she was
I
on.
wasn't.
I think you told me about this before.
Did I? No. This happened after. This happened like 2 months ago.
Oh, so you must have had somebody else to do that because you had told me about something like this happening before, where somebody got on and then you was like,
Oh yeah, no, she was a white woman. This was a black woman the second time. Yeah. Well, the good news is I didn't go live the second time.
Right.
You know. So yeah. So it was. Cause I thought I could kind of edit and like take certain parts. I was like, no, none of this is gonna work. None of this is gonna work, But it's all good. I learned from it and I just moved on, It's my fault. I thought that it'd be a good match. It just wasn't. So, I just learned from it and move on. I didn't take it serious.
I mean, sometimes you can't. Sometimes we romanticize an interaction, and then the actual interaction happens. It's like this is some bullshit.
Yeah, I think I try to be positive and optimistic. I think sometimes maybe too much in certain situations, I don't know,
I mean, life is lifing, and every situation is definitely going to always be different. So, some people are just not gonna, mesh together well.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But hey, man, just do your best. And that's some people you hit it off with, some people you don't. That's it.
That's all you can do. I mean, listen, you see the stories I told you with coming on, and like it's like, damn, I really don't like people, but I want to be more peoply. I want to be more peoply, but people make it hard.
Yeah, sometimes, sometimes. But I'm about to get off here. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Yeah. We'll do this again,
Until we meet again.
Yep. Peace. There you have it. Another episode. So don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. Don't forget to check out the Patreon and all that good stuff. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.